Very happy to welcome all the students. This is your class where I do want to give the algorithm for modish method. So in 5-mark question they may ask this modish method algorithm. Algorithm means the way that a problem can be solved, or the command can be given to the computer to solve that. The first step is find the initial basic solution by LCM or VAM or northwest corner rule. So we have to find the initial basic solution by any one of the method, northwest corner rule or VAM or LCM method. The second step is that we have to find the fictitious cause for basic cells. We know what is a basic cells. Basic cells means the assigned cells. The assigned cells means we have assigned how many products should go from the production center to the destinations by any one of previous methods. Those cells are called basic cells. For that basic cells, we have to find fictitious cause. What is the formula? The formula is Cij equals Ui plus Vj. Cij equals Ui plus Vj. Second step over. Now what is the third step? In the above formulas, if you put U1 equals 0, then we can find the value of Ui's and Vj's in the previous step. So the third step is that by putting U1 equals 0, we have to find Ui's and Vj's. Yes? Found out Ui's, Vj's, then what? Step number 4 comes. We have to find net values for non-basic cells. What are the non-basic cells? Basic cells which have not assigned are called non-basic cells. What is the formula? The formula is given by Ij inside the bracket equals Ui plus Vj minus Cij. So for non-basic cells, we have to find the net values for using the formula. Bracket Ij equals Ui plus Vj minus Cij. These are called net values for non-basic cells. We should not find this for basic cells. For basic cells, we have to find fictitious cause. That's given in step number 2. But here, in step number 4, we have to find net values for non-basic cells by using the formula bracket Ij equals Ui plus Vj minus Cij. Now, next what? We have to check whether all net values are 0 or negative. If the net values as we calculated by previous steps number 4 all are 0 or negative, that's all. Optimum is reached. Minimum among minimum or maximum among maximum is reached. We need not to go further. That's all the problem. We have to stop and give the solution set and the transportation cost. That's all. When all net values must be 0 or negative. Okay. If any positive net values comes, what to do? We have to go further. Remember, recall, keep in mind, if all net values are 0 or negative, that's all the problem. But if any one net values are positive, then we have to go to the next step. Step number 6. We have to form a loop starting from maximum positive net values. What's the meaning of that? Net values you are calculating and you are writing at the right top corner if any net values are positive or more net values are positive, you choose the maximum positive number. Starting with that, we have to draw the loops. The loops should not cross the cells. Where it starts, it has to end. It may be clockwise or anti-clockwise. It should, the corner points must be basic cells. So, certain rules are there. According to that rule, you have to draw the loop. Now, next comes step number 7. We have to assign theta and minus theta for the corner points of the loop. Theta and minus theta for the corner points of the loop. Yes. Now step number 8 comes. You have assigned minus theta for basic cells. Am I correct? Minus theta you have assigned for basic cells. Among them, which is the minimum? Which is the minimum among minus theta assigned basic cells? That you have to assign for theta. So what's the value for theta then? So theta is equal to minus of minus theta assigned to basic cells. Basic values in the minus theta assigned places. What are they? Basic values in the minus theta assigned places. Among them, you have to choose the minimum. That is theta value. The next step, of course, 9th step is that you give this theta value to theta at all the places of theta minus theta assigned places, the theta value. By assigning the theta, we can rearrange the basic cells. It is possible. I will explain you when I teach inside the class. So by giving the value of theta, it is possible to rearrange the basic values. It is possible. For these new basic values, you calculate the total transportation cost. So definitely it would be less than or equal to the previous method, that is LCM and NWC or VAM. So step number 9 gives you a restructured basic values, and that will give you the less transportation cost than the previous methods or equal to that. Now what is the next step? Continue from the step number 5 onwards. Okay, step number 5 onwards. You go on till all the net values are 0 or positive or negative. You listen to that. From step number 2 onwards, we have to do. We have to find fixed cost, we have to find net values. If all the net values are 0 or negative, that's all, you throw it away, the problem is over. But up to that, this cycle should go on. And if all net values are 0 or negative, that's all the problem. Step number 11 comes. All the allotted values xij gives the solution set, and the minimum z would be the product of the corresponding variable value by the corresponding cost. That is summation of Cij into Xij. That gives us a minimum optimal solution for our problem. So this type of problem solving is called the Modi's method. Okay? Calculating fixed cost by using the formula Cij equals Ui plus Vj, as is given the step number 2. Then by giving U is equal to 0, we can find Ui's and Vj's. Get the net values by using the formula Ij equals Ui plus Vj minus Cij. If all net values are 0 or negative, problem is over. If not, make the loop starting from maximum positive net values. Assign theta and minus theta for corner points. Then assign theta is equal to minimum among minus theta basic value assigned in minus theta cells. Then you will get theta value. Rearrange them. We will get a new assignment. For that again, you have to find out fixed cost, net values, and all those things till all net values are 0 or negative. If so, the problem is over. Xij gives you the solution set, and minimum z would be summation of Cij into Xij. That means summation of product of cost by the corresponding variable Xij. That will give us the solution. This method we call it as Modi's method, and I will do inside the class or online during my teaching. Okay, so thank you very much and congratulations for you for being with me for the past 15 minutes. Thank you.